Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to Thrive. John Kelly here, and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about some of the do's and don'ts when it comes to dealing with somebody that's suffering from addictive illness. Today we're going to be focusing on criticism. Think about it, criticizing that person suffering from addictive illness, criticizing that addict. How's that worked for you? I mean, it's not easy to stop doing, and probably been criticizing them for a long time to stop self-destructing and to stop their negative behavior, and it doesn't seem to work. So when the criticism doesn't work, which it usually doesn't, because criticism in itself is another form of rejection, okay, and it's another form of really guilt slinging. So what happens is the addict criticizes themselves more than you ever will. And plus, they feel guiltier down in their heart, more so than you probably even know. So all that does is create more animosity within the addict, more guilt within the addict, and they know how to stop that. They know how to take care of those real negative feelings. They just go out and they use some more, and they just bury those feelings and soothe, those negative feelings that are coming from their thoughts. So what do we do? I mean, it's very hard to stop criticizing, as I said. So why don't you think about setting some kind of boundaries through maybe consequences? If you're adults and it's somebody that you love that's out there killing themselves and destroying themselves and taking you, on the path to hell with them, then I think you need to really think about what's a better intervention. Stop criticizing and start setting those boundaries. And you have to come up with consequences. Self-destructive behavior equals consequences, not self-destructive behavior just equals criticism. There's got to be some teeth in it. There's got to be some consequences. And only you can do that. And especially if you're living with another adult. If it's a child, or an adolescent, you can focus in on setting some very good consequences around the house. There can be timeouts. You can take the phone. You can cut off the money. These are things, though, that you have to come up with, okay? You have to feel an understanding of what the best consequence would be, because the bottom line is, you're addicted person, you love them, and your house, and what consequences would best work. But again, criticism usually only pours more gas on the fire and makes things worse. Very hard to stop, though. But setting consequences of some type and creating uncomfortability is really the answer. Remember, uncomfortability is what causes change. Think about it. Think about it for 1 minute. When you've been uncomfortable, that's when you've changed in life. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate all your comments. We really appreciate your subscriptions. Can't thank you enough. Please continue to send in your info. We're always interested in what you have to say and how we're doing. Most importantly, make it a great day and stay safe out there. Thanks.